All right, here we go. Uh,
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sent them last week resolves itself this time around.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big time.
I am, bro.
Give him 4 yards there on the
I'm coughing on purpose. I want everybody else to think I'm sick, you feel me?
They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number
Chill out.
31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
This is Brown going up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a
You
short
feel me?
Yeah,
dramatic effect. Yeah.
Well, this defense, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Oh my gosh. Who's on that side?
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
12. On first and 10, here's Brown.
That's Teddy.
And he will take it out. Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Chase Brown with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge,
If I went no further out, I'd probably been Teddy, not gonna lie.
really ready to go, you might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there? Yeah. 2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, just increased that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
That's good for a Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Brooks. And a little slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45.
The Panthers at 9-2 to start play. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Here we go, set. Cut.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Yo, my halfback coach is really nasty.
So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
22. Ready?
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Young working out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That was so dangerous.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming up for the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra. You go to them early and often.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me?
Oh, my fucking goodness, Bryce.
They cannot convert, and they turn
Oh, man.
and the Panthers turned away on 4th down.
All the
And
ducks he
that
could have
will
thrown.
force a turnover on
Oh,
downs.
man.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're coming to this one off the last weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown.
Bro, that's why I picked the gap press play. I knew they was about to. Oh, my fucking goodness, man.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
11.
This is Brown on the draw play. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
11.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Goes in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
18 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Burrow will throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
11 mighty.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Burrow.
11 mighty.
And he is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready. Cut.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
33. Yellow. Set.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
And the Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go now. Set. Go.
Young going to give to Brooks. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Set.
Hubbard will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
2nd and goal.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Hubbard again. And this time he works his way in. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't been an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. It's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 2 yards to go, second down. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Chase, complete. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
11 MT.
An inside give, Brown. And then the movers went forward for about 4. Second and 6.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Another run for Brown on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
11.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Motion man left is Kirk. Now Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Throwing, Young. They'll find McMillan here. And they can't bring him down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 27
A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll toss this right side to Hubbard. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Yellow. Ready?
Young now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Ready, ready. Blue, 30.
Young. Now he's going to step up and run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In motion right goes Higgins. So halftime is upon us. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked second in the NFL at this point in the season. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Down. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Escapes the sand. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Here's Young from the shotgun. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Young to throw it. He's going to take another shot here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Brings up third down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
On the play. And the Panthers, first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Young here, you can see, changing the play. Back to throw now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll throw again. Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That's complete to Chuba Hubbard. Down the right sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Now it's Burrow. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Gun.
They'll send Kirk in motion right.
Right 80.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Chase, the motion man right. On second and 10. Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Third down, here's Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely done job.
And now defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's Young. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
It's Young off play action. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Blue, ready?
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on standing their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Bengals 20. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution. and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again.
11 mighty.
They go play action with Burrow. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. And they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a one-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
13 yards on the play. That's another Bengals first down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's a loss of 14 that time. And it'll make this a second and long.
A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Burrow will throw. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
And it's third down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
10 black. 10.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Now second and 5.
Down. 50.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
They'll try and do this himself. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
But that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
You're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turn. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Ready.
To throw, Young. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Come on. Set.
Young to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And down inside the 15 he goes. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Black. 95. Hut.
Young will set to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 13 yards there offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down.
At the 22-yard line.
2nd and 7.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. Set.
Now Young. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Young. He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 45.
Young working out of the gun. Yeah, he's got it. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
60 red. 6 ready.
Now Young. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Gun. Stop.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards in a new set of downs.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
It's a game of 11. That's another Bengals first
Burrow. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and 1. Now Burrow. His throw incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Big search.
Throwing, Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to get him down well short at first as he can only get this to about the 19. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game. Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Down. 50, green.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Carolina, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.